Hi everybody, welcome to my video. This is your weekend guidance with me, the Media Psychic Tarot. I thought I'd do a weekend reading for anyone that would like to listen to this. It's not date specific and it's not for any particular sign. It's just for whoever is in need of a reading at this moment in time. I did have a few friends contact me yesterday and ask me for a card. To which I did that for them. I would like to say a few words before I start the reading, and I've just made a few notes because I'm hopeless. I forget what I'm going to say. Obviously, we're all having to adapt to these situations. We can't go about our daily lives as we did before. So what I will say, this worldwide pandemic has certainly brought people together. And it's just, what we're seeing sort of on social media and what we're seeing in the news, etc., etc. It just goes to show how strong we can be in these times. And it's all about human compassion at the end of the day. And, these little things that we can do, it's all about being very simplistic at this time. It's really bringing us back to basics, to focus on what's important. I've been listening to quite a few people on YouTube. I mean, if there's anyone out there that is perhaps on their own, if you do have access to a computer, there are many interesting videos you can watch explaining sort of just exactly what's going on with our planets at the moment. I mean, I'm not an astrologer. I do just read tarot, and I am an intuitive reader, and I do pick up on things. But it just sort of gives you that connection and just explains things a little bit more. So if there's anyone that is struggling, there are videos. David King, he's he's the Leo King on YouTube. He's really, really good at explaining situations. And we have Bracha Goldsmith, who's an absolute inspiration to us all. I try and listen to her whenever she posts. Sometimes I miss because she's in Greece, so her timings are slightly different to mine here in the UK. But I usually catch up with her the next day. You can also find her for inspirational things on Instagram as well. Okay, I'll get back to the reading. So if you just remember, it's all about the simple things. It's all about taking each day as it comes and just working together, basically, so that we can get through this together. So the first card I pulled out was, I'll just pop my glasses on. The first card I popped out from the Elemental Power Uplifting Messages was put your own needs first for a change and things will become more clear. So a lot of us, especially us mums, we don't put ourselves first because we are thinking about our children, or in general, we do think about others all the time. But I think in these times, I think it's really, really important to put yourself first. And having this time on our hands, just sort of reflecting on that, what can we do to make ourselves, to nurture ourselves, to make ourselves feel good with all this time that we have. If we can't go out the house, perhaps it's about putting some time into your home, working on your home, doing the odd jobs that you've wanted to do for a long time, but you haven't been able to do them because you've been at work. As a tarot reader, I could feel inside, for me personally, something really big was coming. And because I kept saying to myself, why am I in this situation? Why am I in this situation? Now, for anyone that does know me, I have gone through some health issues in regards to my feet. I mean, I'm perfectly healthy everywhere else. It's just my feet. I had three different problems going on with them, and since 2016, up until this point, um, I feel like I've gone through a world war with them. But I've always maintained, I've always stayed focused, because I've always worked. I've never been on benefits. I've always worked. I was a carer myself for 22 years and devoted my time in helping young people with autism. I worked with mental health, I worked with the elderly, I also worked with palliative care, and I also worked with children. So I did the full package. And when my career came to an end, um, I just didn't know where to go next. I didn't know what to do. I was stuck in the house for long, long periods, not being able to work, not earning an income. So I have been really, really blessed to have my partner, because he's supported me. I have done jobs since, but I've just had part-time jobs. It's nothing like having a career. And last year, something told me, you need to get that certificate on the wall. You need to go and do a tarot course. Tarot is something I've always been interested in. But I thought, go and take that course, get the certificate, prove that to other people that you are able to do it. Because I don't think people take you seriously otherwise. And plus, it was something, a self achievement for myself, something for me for once. But now when I look back, I know, like in these times, I know why I had to go through that. I'm such a bubbly, jolly, well, I was really, really bubbly and cheerful and life and soul of the party. I'm a Leo, so I don't have to say much more. Um, and so having to go through those difficult times, I think it's really helped me in these times at the moment, in these challenging times for us all. So blessings to you all. Sorry to rabbit on, but I just wanted to say that. It's just when we reflect and look back and we think, and I just know that that's why I had to go through what I did. So, and here I am reading tarot on YouTube for all you lovely people. I'm also a media psychic. I work for one of the Sky channels. So it is a form I can still help people. Help people in time of need. If anybody's looking for just a little bit of support, just a little somebody to speak to, just a communication in the day to be able to cheer somebody up, that means the world to me. So I hope you enjoy this reading because it's from me to you. So, okay, the first card that I pulled out, as I said, was put your own needs first for a change and things will become more clear. So you need to take that message where you think it suits you. Start working on yourself. Think about, think about your interests when you were a child. Something that you sort of put to the back of your mind and thought, maybe it is you're a mum now and you think to yourself, oh, I can't possibly do that. Maybe you could learn a language. Maybe you could join an online course. There's always things you can do. If you're not great at cooking, then maybe now's the perfect time to cook. Years ago, I couldn't even fry an egg, and then I went from that to making full Persian dishes because my ex-husband was Persian, and so I learned how to cook. And that was from somebody that couldn't even fry an egg. So you can do it. If you want to achieve it, you can do it. It's just having confidence and being confident in every step with the cooking, that does help. So yeah, put your own needs first and see what you can do. Even if you set yourself some little goals every day, I think it would really help. Okay, so I've pulled some tarot. I'm really new at doing all this on my computer, so I hope you can see the cards. There we go. Okay. Okay, the first card I pulled for all of you was the Sun. So again, this relates back to when you were a child, feelings of happiness when you were a child. Um, we all love the sun. We all love to feel the sunshine. We all love to see the sun. When the sun is here, it's brighter days ahead. And I'm sure with all this going on, we will look forward to summer. Even if the sun comes out, small things like being able to dry your washing, being able to sit in your garden for an hour, it all benefits us. And the sun is within us all. Sunshine is within us all. We can radiate warmth from within. And I feel this is what's happening at the moment. We are sort of radiating our warmth towards others. Um, we are self-distancing, but we can still be emotionally together. So I think that's a wonderful thing. Wonderful. Now, the sun was paired here with the amazing Ace of Cups. So this is a gift coming in from the divine. So this is something that money can't buy. So it's all about, gifts from the divine. Maybe there's news of a baby coming in here. Maybe this is a new love in your life. Something that's coming in. Maybe it's an animal or a pet of some kind coming in here to embrace your life, to make your life more fulfilled. So absolutely gorgeous, really, really gorgeous, that energy. As we move on now, we've got the King of Swords here. So I do feel there is communication coming in here for each and every one of us. I feel all our friends are communicating at this time. We're all sharing the love. Maybe here you're hearing from people, maybe family members that you've not heard from for a while. Maybe you're connecting here. So, we're so lucky to have this internet and social media. I know not everybody likes social media. My father absolutely hates it. But it is a way, if you live abroad, you have family in different countries at this worrying time, you can Skype them, you can hear their voices, you can see their faces, and that makes such a difference. So I do feel communication is strongly on the cards here for this weekend. I do see there's news coming in here of finances. This is connected to a young person here, so it might be somebody applied for a loan, or there's news of this person. Maybe they're getting a contract. Obviously things are on pause at the moment, but obviously this might be news of, getting into a college, getting into a university, and you might be here, excuse me, you might be hearing this later on, towards the next few weeks. As well, I do see here, this is an amazing card, this Ace of Wands. It talks about inspiration from our soul. This is our desires. This is creativeness, what we hold inside of us. Ideas, creativeness that we didn't even know was there. I feel you're going to get a spark of inspiration here coming in to help you through these situations at the moment. And this guy is on his hands and knees. He's tired. He's collected the 9 wands, and he's just thinking, I can't go on to get the 10th wand, but you can. We're all battling in life at this moment. We're all having different challenges on a daily basis. So this is just telling you, you know, you can succeed, and just to carry on, and just be as simplistic as you can. You know, try not to let any fear take over at this time. Just try and stay in the moment. Try not to overthink. The Hermit has showed up, which tells us all about going deep within. This little wise man with his divine light. You know, we can gain perspective from going within. So, you know, take this time to really see who you really are as a person. What can you do in these challenging times? You know, what can you do on a personal level? And just take this time for you, as I said in that first card that came out there. You know, it's all about, you know, knowing how we feel, knowing how we are, understanding as well, understanding. Now, the Hermit is paired here with the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups does talk about sorrow and loss and mourning. And I mean, there are, you know, there's a lot of people that have lost their lives, but also not just because of this corona, but other illnesses. You know, we mustn't forget that those people are still going through suffering. There's still many other people out there dying of other things on a daily basis. So just send our thoughts and prayers out to them. Try not to get stuck in the grief. You know, we keep worrying about this situation. Try not to get stuck in that energy. Because in the Five of Cups, you know, this guy still has the two full cups of goodness behind. And, you know, it came to me today. I wrote it down actually here. Something about man cannot change the universe. It's the universe that changes man. And it's so true, you know, it's so true. So I do feel that Five of Cups is greatly connected here. You know, try not to get stuck in that mood. Another card I selected was from my Animal Tarot, the Princess of Spring. Beautiful card there. I posted it on my Instagram story today because I just thought it was so inspirational. The Monarch Butterfly, creative opportunities that you feel passionate about are fluttering your way. Personal growth and broadened horizons will spark fresh and original ideas. And that's exactly what will happen. You know, out of boredom, we'll start doing things that we haven't done for a while, clearing out the cupboards, maybe coming across things that we've put away in the drawer that we haven't sort of finished. You know, any unfinished projects, you know, maybe you can find them in your drawers lying about. Maybe it is you're sitting down with the kids and playing board games. Maybe it is you're creating something. You're you know, you might be writing a journal of some kind. But certainly it has given us all something to think about. And most of all, it's just making the effort really to sort of work on yourself in these times. You know, listen to others. As I said before, we are socially distanced from others, but not emotionally. So I'll leave that with you. I hope you've enjoyed the reading, and I'll see you next time. Bye from me.